say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. First and foremost, want to give our praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, blessings to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Stone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiums, the folk and the earth, who pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening I want to do a lesson, to show that there is no God in all the earth, because all the gods of these nations are idol. They are no God, right? They have no breath in them. They can't do good. They can't do good, right? They can't even save themselves. But there is only the true power dwelleth in Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The true power of heaven and earth is Yahweh Ba'ashem, right? All the other gods of these heathen, all the gods is called like Jesus, Selassie, Allah, Krishna, you name it, right? They are no gods, right? This is when Elisha, right, the prophet, healed Naaman, the captain of the Syrian army, right? This man Naaman was an Israelite. He was a leopard, right? And this is we see, right? This is 2 Kings chapter 5. I'll start from verse 14, but the point is in verse 15, right? He said, "Then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of the Most High, and his feet came again, Salakia, and his flesh came again, like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was cleansed." So it kind of stick in there. It kind of stick in there. I'm going to read it back again. This is 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 14. He said, "Then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of Mosai, and his flesh again like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was cleansed." Right? Verse 15, and he returned to the man of the Mosai, he and all his company, and came and stood before him. And he said, "Behold, now I know that there is no God in all earth." So all the God in the earth is idols, right? And this is what Naaman say. Now we know that there is no God in all the earth. So if I reprobate here that he can not gonna go over your head, mean that all the gods, they are idols. They are no God, right? That's what it means, right? This is Psalm 96, verse 3. "Declare his glory among the heathen," and this is what the men are doing today in the four corners of the earth, right? "Declare his glory among his wonder among all people. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is great, and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared of all gods." So we're not supposed to fear the gods of these world, because they are no gods, right? He said, "For all the gods of the nation are idols." So all the gods of the earth are idols. So there is no God in all the earth, because they are idols, right? "But the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai made the heaven," right? So back in 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 15, "And he returned to the man of the Most High." The man of the Most High is Elisha, right? "And he said, he and all his company, and came and stood before him. And he said, Behold, he said, now I know that there is no God in all earth, but in Israel." Right? Kind of stick. He said, "God in all the earth, no God in all the earth." Mean all the God in the earth is idols, right? "But in Israel," Israel is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. This is the name of our forefather Israel, which means in the Hebrews Yasharallah. Yah mean he, Shar mean prince, and Allah mean power, he prince power, right? Now therefore I pray thee, take the blessing of thy servant, and our forefather name changed from Jacob to Israel, right? So this not speaking about the land of Israel for you reprobates who thinking that he's speaking the land of Israel. They're speaking about our forefather, right? This is Genesis, and this is when Jacob, our forefather, wrestled with the angel, right? Let's go straight to the point, right? Anyway, let me start from verse 24, right? This is Genesis chapter 32, verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and they wrestled a man with him until the break of dawn, and that man is an angel, right? Read Hosea chapter 12, verse 3 and 4. That man there was an angel, right? He said, and when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was outjoined as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, right? And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. So the Jacob is our forefather name, right? He said, verse 20, and he said, thy name shall be called no more, but Israel. So the Israel we read in 2 Kings 5 and 14 was speaking about our forefather, and also referring to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, right? He said, and he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High and with men, and has prevailed, right? So our forefather name changed from Jacob to Israel, right? So the Israelite Naaman, he said, now we know that there is no God in all the earth. I mean, all the gods in the earth is idols, right? They are idols. You understand? They can't do good, they can't do evil, they can't make a life, they can't kill, you know, they can't save you, they can't tell you what about to happen or what gonna happen. You understand? What about to come? They can't tell you these things because it's idol, right? There's Isaiah, let's see, right? Isaiah 40. There's Isaiah 45, verse 14. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia, of the Sabines, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in change. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee. So these heathens gonna be our slaves, right? Who's it? The Israelites. So these heathens, the Most High say he'll give you these heathens to be our servants, and this is what the heathens I'm gonna say, right? Surely God is in thee. Surely God is in thee. Who? In Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian in Israel. We just read this in 2 Kings 5 and 14. Where the like say Naaman. Now we know that there is no God in all the earth but in Israel. And he didn't say here now, right? I can read back from the top again. Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus said the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabines, men of stature, and all these is Hamites, right? So-called Africans, right? He said, shall come over unto thee. Unto who? Unto the Israelites. They will be our servants, right? And they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee. They're going to beg. Say, truly God is in thee. The Most High is in the Israelites, right? And there is none else. There is no other God in the earth. All the gods in the earth are idols, right? There is no God. There is no God in the earth but in Israel. So all these other gods that you Israelites praising to, you know, who praising to Jesus, who praising to Mary, who praising to the Allah, Krishna, Selassie, you name it. Right? They are no gods. Right? You understand? They are no gods. Verily, verse 15, verily thou art a power that hideth thyself. O power of Israel is the God of Israel. Right? Thou art a power that hideth thyself. O power. You know, this kind of, yeah. Right? Yes, me back again. This is Isaiah 45 and 15. Verily thou art a power that hideth thyself. O power of Israel, thy Savior. So the only God is the God of Israel. There is no other God but the God of Israel. Right? This is Joel. Right? There's no other God but the God of Israel. Right? This is right. To all these gods and these nations, you know, there are bunches of there's a bunch of idols. Right? This is Joel chapter 2 verse 27. It says, and he shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. And who's the I? Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. He's in the midst of Israel. This is Joel 2 and 27. And he shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and none Salakia, and that I am the Lord your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua dwell in Israel and none else. So all the gods of the earth are idol. They are no gods. You understand? They are no gods. Right? Let me get a quick precept there. Right? This Jeremiah. Right? This Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 11. He said, had the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? So that's why the Naaman, he said, there is no God in all the earth. Why he said that? Because the gods of the earth, with these gods, they are idols, and these are the same idols, you know, 2/3 of people worshiping idols. There are no gods. Right? This Jeremiah 2:11. The nation, mean the heathen nation, right, change their gods, which are yet no gods. They are no gods. That's why Naaman could have said, yo, there is no God in all the earth but in Israel. Right? So we go back to Joel chapter 2 verse 27. And he shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Right? Mainly the Most High dealing with the elect at this present time. The Most High dealing with the elect, because 2/3 of people can be destroyed because they're not going to turn from the wicked ways. Right? But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he is the God of Israel, the only and true power, true living power. Right? Only and true living power. Right? This is Exodus chapter 4. Exodus chapter 4 verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. So this is the true power speaking unto Pharaoh, saying, yo, Israel, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is my firstborn. Israel is my son. Right? Back in Joel chapter 2 verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. Who's the most people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You are the Most High people, right? You are the Most High people, right? Get a 6 one. This is Ezekiel, right? So all the gods of these nations is idol. There are no gods. So you Israelites who bow down to all these idols, worshiping all these idols, you're gonna be ashamed in these last days, right? You're gonna be ashamed in the hall break loose. And when you're calling your God, your God not gonna deliver you, because there are no gods. The only power of the heaven and earth is the God of the Hebrew Israelite. His name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai, who the well-known God Jesus, right? This is Ezekiel 43 and 7. And he said unto me, Son of man, the place of my throne, and the place of the sole of my feet, where I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever. Right? Forever. And the word children gonna be what? In the Hebrew gonna be banyam, with sons. Right? He said that Ezekiel 43 said, and he said unto me, Son of man, the place of my throne, of my soul, of my feet, where I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever. And my holy name shall, he said, and my holy name shall the house of Israel no more defile, neither they nor their kings by their whole. They mean they're going to worship other God, defiling the name of Hashem Yahushua, because the Israelite, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, you are the Heavenly Father heritage. And when you watch these other gods, you defiling the Most High, you're defiling the Most High holy name, because you're going to commit spiritual fornication. The Most High married unto us. We are the Most High wife. The Most High married unto us through our covenant, right? So he said, and my holy name shall the house of Israel no more defile, neither they nor their kings by their whoredom, nor by their carcass of their kings in the high places. Right? So the Most High dwelleth only in Israel, right? He's the God of Israel, right? Which is Yasharallah, right? For all the gods in the nation are idols. They are no gods, right? They are no gods. Right? This is the second Israel. Right? So repent, turn away from worshiping these idols, because they can't save you. They can't save you in the day of destruction, because there is no God. They can't save, right? Turn back to the true living power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? Second is just 3 this second is chapter 3 verse 34. He said, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, right? And so shall thy name no be found but in Israel. Yeah, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the power of Israel. He is our power, the only living power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? He said he kill and he make alive. That's roughly paraphrased, and there's no God beside him, right? Let me get that, right? That's roughly paraphrased. Let me get it, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 39. He says, see now that I, Yahweh, even I, Yahweh, am he, Yahweh, right? This is what he named it. He named Yahweh, me, he is, he exists, right? Yah, me, he, Hawa, me exists, he is, he exists, right? So Deuteronomy 32, 39. See now that I, even I, he, and there is no God. There is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I eat. Is there any that can deliver out of my hands? So the gods of these nations is idols. They can't help you. Right? The only true power is the power of Israel. the power you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian is the true power, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That is the true power, right? That is the true power. So let me read back 2nd Ezra 3 and 34. He said, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there also is the heathen nation that dwelleth in the world, and so shall thy name no more be found but in Israel, right? But in Israel, right? And we read Joel chapter 2, right? We read Joel chapter 2 verse 27. He said he is the God of Israel and none else, right? He is the God of Israel and none else. You understand? Guess one in Numbers, right? This is Numbers. This is Numbers chapter 35 verse 34. Defile not therefore the land which he shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, dwell among the children of Israel. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai dwell among the children of Israel, right? So the gods of this earth are in all the earth, they are idols. The true and living power is the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? This is Numbers chapter 35 verse 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, right? Where the Most High dwell? In Jerusalem. This is our land, but right now these heathen in our land, right? And the Most High gonna destroy the heathen, and He's gonna cleanse the land with fire. And where the fire gonna come from? Them nuclear missile, the ICBM missile, right? This is Numbers 35 and 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, dwell among the children of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. The Most High dwelleth among the children of Israel, right? Alright. Let me get one more day. Alright. This is Baruch. Alright. This is Baruch. Before I get this Baruch, let me get this in let me get this one in Daniel. Alright. Get this one. The book of Daniel. Alright, this is when Shadrach by Nebuchadnezzar, and this is what Nebuchadnezzar say, right? Let me see where I can start. This is Daniel chapter 3. Start from I'll start from 4:27. Right? When he sent Yahweh, this is when the Most High sent Yahweh to save them from out to the fire, right? And this is when Nebuchadnezzar can say, right? This is Daniel chapter 3 verse 27. And the prince, governors, and captain, and the king's counselor, being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose body the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head sign. He said, neither were their coat changed, nor smell of fire had passed on them. Then Nebuchadnezzar speak and said, Blessed be the power of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who had sent his angel and delivered his servant that trusted in him, and had changed the king's word, and healed their bodies, that they might not serve nor worship any god except their own power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the power in the earth and in heaven. Right? So all the other gods in the earth, in all the earth, are idols. And this is a heathen saying this. Right? 429. Therefore make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the power of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their house shall be made a dunghill, because all the power that can deliver after this sort. You understand? This is this. Let me read this again. This is a heathen saying this in. This is Daniel chapter 3, 29. Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, language speak anything amiss against the power, which is Yahweh of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. This is Israelites, right? This is Israelites, right? Shall be cut in pieces, and their house shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. You understand? And this is a heathen saying this. There is no other God can deliver after this sort. That's why Naaman say, now we know in all the earth, roughly paraphrasing, there is no God but in Israel. So all the gods of this earth are idol. Right? You understand? Say brother on the comment board, Baradanya. Right? He said Psalms 147 verse 19. Let me get that. Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakatam. Psalms 147. Right? So there is no God in the earth. You understand? Living the true living is only Yahweh. Yeah. Psalm 44 is no, Salak is Psalm 147. Salak. Psalm 147 verse 19. He said, He showed His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgment unto Israel. Yeah, the Most High showed the word, which is secrets, right? Is mystery, is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He showed unto is Jacob, which is our forefather, right? You understand? You understand? He's the only power, only living and true power. There is none else, right? There is no other power, right? You understand? There is no other power but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? Let's see this one here. Right, so let me get this one in. This is Baruch, right? This is Baruch chapter 3 verse 30. The star shineth in their watch, and rejoice when He calleth them. They say, Here we be, and so with cheerfulness they show light unto Him that made them. This is our power, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of Him. Yes, so there's no other God could be in comparison to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? I can read this again. He said, Baruch chapter 3 verse 35. This is our power, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him. Yes, so no other God. Right? No other God. Because all these other God is idol. They can't save, they can't kill, they can't make alive. Right? You understand? They can't do nothing because there's no breath in them. Verse 36, he had found out all the way of knowledge, and had given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved. Right? So the only true and living power is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. There is none else. Right? There is no other living power. Only Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? You understand? You know? Yeah. Right? Let's see if we get one more day. Right? There's no other living power but the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? Yeah, I think this it then. Let's see. Yeah, so you know, so all these other heathen gods that you are worshiping, you know, there is no God. You know, they can't save. You understand? They can't save you all in the time of trouble. You understand? In time of trouble, they can't save you all. Right? Y'all gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be destroyed for worshiping them heathens. Right? You're gonna be destroyed. Right? So let me just close off with these two to show you know these heathen gods can't save you all. Right? Speaking to you Israelites who worshiping these heathen gods, you know they can't save you all in time of trouble. Right? This is Judges chapter 10 verse 13. He said, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which he have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of tribulation. And these gods are no gods we are worshiping. So in the time of tribulation, which is famine, race war, martial law, in time when the missile gonna hit, you know, the destruction of the so-called white man kingdom, you know, all these gods you Israelite worship not gonna save you because there are no gods. The only true living power is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? So you forsake Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to go and worship what idols that cannot save. Right? So this we say. Right? So let me close off for this. Close off of this one in Jeremiah. Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 11 verse 11. Therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So the Most High can bring what? Evil, which is going to be famine, race war, martial law, all different kind of pestilence. There's evil time, distress. You understand? He said the ICBM missile flying, there's evil times. Right? He said, then shall the city of Judah and the inhabitant of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. So your God not gonna save you. The gods that you choose not gonna save you. You know why? Because there are no gods. The only true living power is the power Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. That's the only true and living power. Right? So you Israelites who worshiping Jesus, Allah, Selassie, you name it, you know you're going to be delivering these last days. Because you're going to call on your God and your God not going to answer. Right? You understand? Your God not going to answer. Right? So your God not going to deliver you out of trouble. Right? So the true and living power is Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. And that was lessons edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone. And a blessed salutation to the Akyams in the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Death to Babylon.